Hi, welcome to another episode of Straight from the Streets. I'm Angela Keiko. I'm here with Rob Petree.
Yes, and Rob can't stop dancing. I'll tell you, that intro music we got for this thing is so catchy, isn't it?
It is so catchy. It gets stuck in your head. It really does.
It does. I'm trying to go to sleep. Do, 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 do.
Yeah, so episode number 2.
Yes.
Super exciting.
Very exciting.
So we hit the streets. We went to the Diversity Festival.
We did. It was so much fun. Oh, it smelled great. All the different foods and cultures just melding together. And it was really, the food was great.
Yeah, the food. We got to try some dessert. The music was amazing. The people were fun. The people were great. So, yeah, Rob and I will be in your neighborhood, out on the streets, asking people about stories that we're currently working on. Lighthearted stories. So go ahead, Rob. What's today's
Absolutely.
story?
Today is, okay, if a cruise ship were to dock here in Buffalo, what should people see? There's so many great things, so many great answers that we got. And this actually came from a story that we ran last month where design is set to begin on a cruise port site in downtown Buffalo with the hopes that cruises could be coming into the city as soon as 2027. Wow.
Yeah, so Great Lakes Cruises, they currently make stops in Canada and just all around where the lakes are. It's a small cruise ship.
Right.
Holds a few hundred people.
Yeah,
so
it
nothing
says
huge.
300. The ships have capacities up to 300 people. So before we started our show today, I went and looked it up. I'm like, how big is this ship, right? Because it's going to be nowhere near what you would think when you think of a cruise ship, right? And so it's basically like a glorified ferry.
Right.
You know?
Yeah, right. Exactly. So they're building a port here in Buffalo. So Buffalo, New York is going to be one of the stops for these cruises. So they are going to build like a customs office and everything because there will be folks from Canada, docking for the day or for a few
very
hours
involved.
in Buffalo.
Yeah, very involved process. And it says that the boats will dock just south of Wilkeson Point near the site of the Old Pier restaurant. And the plans for the terminal also include a spot, like you said, to house the U.S. Customs for international travelers along with restrooms. I just think this is so cool. And it's kind of mind-blowing that we didn't already have something like this because Lake Erie is massive. And before I came here, because I just moved here in April, I had no idea just the scale of it. So it makes sense to have something like this. Right, Angela?
Yeah, we have, I think, the Buffalo Harbor Cruises. I've been on one. I don't know if they're a similar size, but they're fun. They have a DJ, they have a bar. It's a lot of fun. I've been out there. But nothing where we have a port where like people from Canada can actually make a stop here.
Right.
And, in other states too, I believe Michigan has a stop and
Yeah,
things like that.
exactly. Because that goes to just how big Lake Erie is, that these other states that, Lake Erie encompasses as well, will be able to take part in this, and it's like, how quick can you get to this area, otherwise it's a long drive. So this is a fun way for people to come here who otherwise probably wouldn't, right?
Right. We were asking people, we heard straight from the streets, where would they suggest someone who's never been to Buffalo should stop at? And we got a lot of, answers that come to your head right away when you're a Buffalonian. But there's a place, I don't know if you've been there, that I would recommend that's kind of different. It's called the Mary Shelley. It's a bar on Hurdle Avenue.
Okay.
And it's horror themed.
Is it real? I'm a huge horror movie fan.
Yeah.
Why am I just now hearing this?
Yeah.
You
So
didn't even
it's
tell me
so
about
cool.
this off air. This is news to me. Wow.
They have like absinthe and like it's really spooky in there, and they have like old library books and like
absinthe. That's
Victorian
the green
decor.
stuff, right? The absinthe is
know what?
the green liquor that I think.
I think so. But
yeah.
it's cool. It smokes and things like that.
Right.
So that's a really cool place that I'd suggest to go. That's kind of like off the beaten path.
Interesting.
So where would you suggest somebody to go? I know you're kind of new to the area.
Yeah, you know, and that's what's really great about this episode and us getting out there and talking to people is I got so many ideas. As far as where I haven't been yet, which we got a lot of answers for this, is the observatory. I've been in City Hall, obviously, reporting, but I haven't been all the way to the top just to see everything.
Neither have I.
Yeah.
And I've been here my whole life.
You know, even for people who don't hike, the eternal flame, right? I actually like to hike, but I don't like to almost die when I'm doing it, right?
Right.
Some hikes are just so hard, right? That one wasn't. And I did do that. My fiance and I, we took our dog Rain and we did it. And it was amazing. It was not that long. It wasn't grueling or anything like that. You see the waterfall, you see the flame. It was just a great
beautiful.
time.
I'm not an outdoorsy chick, but you can send me some pictures, I'm sure.
See, I think this is the type of thing where if you're not outdoorsy, you might enjoy it because it's not terrible. Now you got to wear the right kind of shoes because you're going to be stepping in the creek and
I don't have
them.
Well, so one of my favorite things about Buffalo living here is just the endless, amazing places to go eat. I have a list of restaurants to try. It's in the notes app on my phone. And there's like 25 restaurants on there like that I have not been to, and I go out to eat all the time. So obviously when we went to the streets and we asked people where should, cruise passengers go, they gave us a lot of food options.
They
for
really
people to
did.
try.
Yes.
So that's the first thing we're going to take a look at.
I'm so excited.
So we heard straight from the streets. We were asking people, hey, when the cruise ship ports or stops at the port here in Buffalo, where should the passengers go? And then take a look at some of the answers we got about what food they should try.
You're gonna eat, so you gotta go to Southern Junction, best barbecue in the area. The brisket is really good, and you can't go wrong with the barba curry.
The Loud House Buffalo, that is probably the best restaurant I've went through recently. So great reviews, beautiful food. That is a 10 out of 10 recommend.
What did you order?
I ordered the surf and serve, so like medium well steak with some lobster. I think I had a lot of garlic butter on it.
Yes.
It was phenomenal.
I have a Caribbean background, so I have tried Bratz Hill, and I really loved it there.
I've heard good things about them.
Yeah, they have great Jamaican cuisine food there. Also, of course, you can't come to Buffalo and not try the original buffalo wings from Anchor Bar. Like, I think that's a must go to for anyone.
Ooh, I don't know about you, but I'm excited.
I'm pumped.
Yeah, banana pudding, absolutely banana pudding. Come on now, I'm Southern guy. I love banana pudding.
Chef Big Wayne.
Oh yeah, Chef Big Wayne. Now, what is Chef Big Wayne cooking up?
He's cooking up jerk chicken, mac and cheese, rice and peas, cabbage, all the flavors you want.
Oh, I'm starving now. Oh wow, I feel my stomach growling. I can't stop eating the banana pudding.
I hate banana. I'm so glad you chose that one.
Wings, you gotta get wings, obviously. So you gotta go to Barbell or Wing Nuts.
Hard bones, imperial pizza.
I just had chicken wings from there. It was really good.
Yeah, Anchor Bar, that's one of the top ones too.
Buffalo Sushi Express.
Oh, I love sushi.
Big ups to my friends there. Get some nice fresh sushi. I recommend the sashimi. Comes on ice, great for a hot day. Get a bubble tea.
So no sushi from Tops.
Oh no, I would swear, but I'm not allowed because we're on the news.
You know, all this food, oh my gosh, it smells so great. I love it.
Food, the music. What more could you ask for? Did you just see that Netflix documentary, Poop Cruise?
I didn't.
Have you seen it?
Yeah, I did, and I'm glad I wasn't on there.
Have you seen Poop Cruise?
What?
On Netflix.
No.
Somebody has to have seen it.
Nobody saw that. You know, I was flipping through Netflix and you see Poop Cruise. How does that not intrigue you?
Oh,
Like,
I
what is this?
watched it. My fiance and I watched it, and it was something. It was. The hallways filled with crap. And it was. Oh,
That would be like one of my worst nightmare.
I
would
know.
feel claustrophobic because you're trapped on the sea. You're panicking. The toilets don't work. I mean, that just no, thank you. Have you ever been on a real cruise?
I have not, no. And you know what? And I don't think that would be an issue on this one. I don't think. I'd hope not,
I would
right?
jump out and swim right to the
ship
shore.
would be a lot smaller and a lot stinkier, so that would be good. I thought that was so much fun, though, hearing what everybody liked. There was some really cool sushi places that we heard of. Of course, the wings, and we got some free samples of, well, I had banana pudding. What were you eating?
It was strawberry.
It was. Someone got down my chin.
Sweets are my like kryptonite. It's so bad. I have to cut back on
You have an
sugars.
insatiable sweet tooth, don't you?
I love desserts.
I knew it.
But yes, I went on a cruise once, and I will never go on a cruise again.
Why? Tell me.
I
Spill
was
it.
nauseous the entire time. So
Oh, so you got seasick.
I took Dramamine, everything. The problem with like big cruises, which is great with these cruises because it's not like that. A big cruise, it's so expensive. You have to book months in advance. There's absolutely no way for you to know what the weather's going to be.
Right.
So the seas were kind of rough, and everything we were doing, I just felt like this the whole time.
Oh.
And even when we got off the boat, that doesn't go away.
Yeah,
so I'm
no.
walking around like this. I was nauseous the whole time. And then at night, things were like rolling off the shelves. I'm laying in bed. And it's so funny because my daughter's father and I, we had been broken up. We were not speaking. And I'm just like, who would answer my call right now? And I had Sprint at the time. This was a while ago.
I had
and
Sprint, too.
I racked up $500 in cell phone charges on the cruise ship.
Oh, no.
Calling people. I'm like, who would answer? And
Yeah,
he
because it's got to
answered.
like ping a satellite to be able to give you service, right?
Right.
Something like that. I mean, you're in the middle of the ocean.
Extra charges. So I asked him, I said, can you please Google for me the odds of a cruise ship sinking? I was freaking out.
Oh, my goodness.
He's like, you got to be kidding me. It's
You
2
were
o'clock
having
in
an
the morning."
anxiety attack, it sounds
Well,
like.
he Googled it for me, whatever. But I was like seasick the whole time.
So
I was
let
like,
me
I'm
ask
never
you
doing
this.
again.
Would you go on another cruise?
I would go on a Great Lakes cruise.
You would, but not like a cruise.
Because I feel like with that, there's enough time. Less than 2 weeks, you can book it out. You can see what the weather's going to be like.
Yeah.
If there is an emergency, if there's something going on, they can easily get to a shore quicker.
Right, and would it, like, the motion sickness that you get from seasickness, which you got on that cruise, would that be different, like, on a ferry-style ship, cruise ship for this purpose, you think?
I think so, because I've been on one before. And
right,
I've been
you
on
said that. You
smaller
were on the
boats.
harbor thing, so...
Yeah, and it was fine. But yeah, the cruise was just,
Yeah.
and then you spent so much money.
It's the ocean is what it is. Because I went deep sea fishing, and I mean, I wasn't like over the side of the ship, like, "Ugh," you know what I mean? But I just felt a little nauseous, and
I
and
can't
I did
picture
take
you deep sea fishing.
Oh, I love
You
to
loved it?
fish. I love to fish.
my gosh.
Absolutely. Yeah. Get me on that ship. I'll be. Don't throw me off, right? No, but yeah, that was fun. But I understand, so maybe that's not as pronounced on the Great Lake as it would be in the ocean. But then
Yeah.
again, I mean, you look at Lake Erie. I mean, I was thinking, I mean, I knew it was big, but I didn't know it was that big. I mean, look, it's got a horizon to it. Like,
Yeah.
it's huge. So, but yeah, I thought that a lot of the answers that we got were really cool. And I heard a bunch of restaurants that I haven't even heard of before. So I know just from me moving up here recently, there's still so much that I have to see. And this episode specifically really gave me a lot of ideas. So I'm excited.
Yeah, my list is longer now than 25 because there was a lot of places I hadn't heard of, and they sound like they're all local, no chain restaurants.
Right.
So, and I love all types of food. I want to try that Caribbean place she was talking about, and the sushi place that she was talking about. I love sushi.
Yeah.
So yeah,
I
those
do
are
too.
now on my list.
I know. I wonder if if whatever company this is, if they end up playing this this video for the passengers.
Right,
It's like,
exactly.
hey, we're on the way to Buffalo. Turn your TV on.
We should plan when the port is finally finished. You and I should go on there and do another episode.
That would be
from there.
That would
Wouldn't
be
that
a
be
lot
cool?
of fun. That would be really cool.
I would
Yeah.
be down for that.
Well, it wasn't only food, right?
Right.
There were places too, and we kind of categorized it separately. So we talked about the food. Now it's time to find out where people want to go and what they want to see, because there is a lot to see here. There really is. And yeah, we got a lot of answers of, you know, what would normally come to mind, like the falls and everything, but some cool answers too, you know, because I know from growing up watching the Travel Channel, like, you know, when you go off the beaten path, that's really when you get to experience a community and a culture and everything. So some of the unique places that people said to go was really intriguing.
Yeah, absolutely. So let's take a look. We heard straight from the streets, and these are the places that people said we should go.
Diversity Festival.
Oh, well, it ain't docked yet.
Oh.
I'm sure the cruises would only be here in summertime. So they maybe could come to the Diversity Festival in 2027. Yeah.
The first thing that they need to do is go to the neighborhood of Black Rock because it's the oldest part of the city. I highly recommend going to the Japanese Gardens, which are behind the Buffalo History Museum. You can check out the History Museum while you're there as well, or you can take a walk up around the back of the Japanese Gardens around Hoyt Lake and go over to the section of the lake that's by the Art Museum, the Albright Knox. And the other thing I would recommend is Revolution Gallery, which is on Hurdle. It's an amazing art gallery. They have all sorts of really cool alternative art, and they have like fun dance events, DJs, all kinds of stuff.
The Peace Bridge, I think that's pretty cool. Oh, the mall. Oh my God, the mall is probably the best mall you probably have ever seen. Really huge. You think it's not that big, but it's actually huge, and there's a lot of stuff that you can get there.
The Galleria, right?
Yes, the Galleria, the Walden Galleria.
Well, I probably go downtown, I guess, because I'm a city girl.
Yes.
But
Same.
maybe somewhere downtown where it just gives a nice open vibe, depending on what you're looking for, really.
I live downtown. I love it.
Really?
Yep, I can walk right to all the bars.
South Buffalo.
Elmwood Village is good for shopping. You know, if you want to do more like local vibe, like Hurdle's good for that. And then if you're here during the week, City Hall observation deck.
Well, I haven't even done that yet. Got to get out
Neither
there.
have I, and I've been here my whole life.
The observation deck at City Hall. That.
Yeah, we got that one.
Duende and the grain silos. Tiff Nature Preserve.
Absolutely, you have to go to City Hall to the very top.
The observation deck, right?
Yes. I took my nephew up there. He was amazing. It was great. It was the best time we had, and I have never been up there before. And
You could see everything, huh? Could you see your house?
Almost. Almost.
That close. All right.
That close.
Patrick's rooftop, maybe?
Have you been to the observation deck at City Hall? We've gotten that a lot.
I haven't.
Well, you absolutely have to check it out according to other people we've talked to today.
Canal side.
Canal side? Why canal side?
Because it's, by the river, by the water. There's boat rides you can take. There's food. There are benches you can sit and watch. They have concerts.
The casino?
Oh, which one?
Buffalo Creek.
Buffalo Creek. Now, have you won something big there?
Yes, yeah, a little bit.
Was it a hand pay?
Yes, it was a hand
Oh, it was a hand pay. Okay, I see you. All right. Now I know where to go.
Why would you go to that one as opposed to the Casino Niagara?
Well, you can go there too. Also, Niagara Falls you would go to as well.
Ellicottville?
Ellicottville? What's
That's
in
a good sign.
Ellicottville?
Rob's new here.
Oh, you're new. Okay.
I am. I know all these recommendations. I'm going to go check
Yeah,
out
they got it.
myself.
They have an adventure park, like an obstacle course, and there's
nice.
like a roller coaster that goes through the forest.
Very nice.
Golfing.
Even more local, we have the Rhinestein Woods. So that's a good time to get lost out in the trails out there. It's kind of still in the city, but you feel like you're out in the country.
Now, for any of the passengers that need their nails done, you got to tell us where you got yours, because those are phenomenal.
Oh, guys, these was press ones from the TikTok shop.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, you could have fooled me.
I know, right?
All right, don't judge me. The last time I did this, I had baby teeth. All right. Oh, I did it. If someone wanted to get lost on an adventure, hopefully they don't miss the ship, where should they go?
The Eternal Flame in Chestnut Ridge.
Yeah, that's a nice hike, right? I did that.
That was so funny the way that guy looked at you when you were like, "What's an Ellicottville?" He was like,
Rob's new here. That was cool. Yeah, and it was actually him who said that there was a roller coaster through the woods.
I've never done that. I want to.
Oh, we got to.
I want to.
Yes, stick some GoPros on our heads and just
I'm
would be really
assuming
cool.
a cruise would come in the summer, and I've never been to Ellicottville in the summer, so I'm not really sure.
Really? Why not the winter? What? I'm kidding.
Yeah.
You know.
Maybe.
Bring your parkas.
Ellicottville in the fall is amazing, so definitely put that on your list.
Absolutely, definitely. And then we got a lot of other the Buffalo Agriculture Museum and the observation deck. Just about everybody and their mother said the observation deck.
I didn't even know that was a thing.
I know.
I'm so bad. I'm the worst Buffalonian.
So I really think that this area has so much to offer, and just everybody saying all of these different things. It's like I'm overloaded with ideas on what to do on my days off when I'm not here. I've got so much to check out and see, and it's so exciting.
I know. And the one guy was talking about, or the girl was saying the Rhinestein Woods or something like that.
Right.
I wonder if Scott Patterson's done that for Along for the Hike.
I know. We'll have to check in with him and find out.
He
right?
has endless amount of.
We're hearing that he has. Yes. He's on it. I love him.
Right. Yeah. So I've never been to the observation deck. And then Revolution Gallery's also on Hurdle. That's right by Mary Shelley that I was telling you about. I haven't been to that, but it looks so cool when I drive by. That's on my list too.
Yes.
I got to get out more.
I know. And you know what? I just want to take a stroll through Delaware Park. Every time I pass there, I think of back home, there was Delaware Park, but Delaware Park was a casino. So this is a safe Delaware Park for me to go to, because I really shouldn't go to the casino. And it's funny, the one woman was talking about how she went to the casino, and I said, well, was it a hand pay? And she said, it sure was. And I said, well, now I know where to go. Don't worry, Sean, I'm not going.
That's one of the first things you told me, because here at News 4, sometimes we like to have casino nights with the coworkers.
I know. You hit a big one, didn't you?
I did. I won
how
like
much
1,300.
1,300.
And
wow.
everybody was so jealous of me. And I was like, oh, well. But yeah, you've declined to go on those trips with us.
I don't need to go in. I can't stop once I've started.
Well, that's why I like the Niagara Casino, because there's like more to do. There's a bar, there's music. There's more to see.
I don't know. With me, it's just like I see the slot machines as tractor beam, I can't help it.
That's what I won on a slot machine when we went to the Buffalo Casino, and it was called Atomic Meltdown. And I saw it, and I was like, I have an Atomic Meltdown like 3 times a day. That's my machine.
That sounds like one of the fire links. Did it have the balls that would come up?
No, so it has random meltdowns, atomic meltdowns. So you're going and it's spinning, and then all of a sudden the machine goes crazy and it goes doo doo doo,
and it melted down when you hit the 1,300.
Yes, and that's when you like hit the stuff. So every time you hit the button, you get all nervous. You're like, when is it going to have an atomic meltdown? And
I'll tell you what I do like to do. I love bingo. I really do. And there's a ton of bingos around here. I see the signs, some of them at churches, others at fire halls.
Your mom just wanted bingo.
That's right. Yeah. She's been going through so much lately, battling, with her health, and to have her call me last night and say, your dad and I went to bingo and I hit $1,000. She hit the magic number.
Yeah.
So people who don't go to bingo maybe wouldn't know this, but when they draw the numbers at the beginning, that they'll draw one number to start with, and that is called the magic number. And if you get bingo on that number, then you get the jackpot, and it was $1,000. And boy, if she didn't hit it, I think she said it was B1. And so I grew up, I like to say I was raised in a bingo hall. My parents would go 3-4 times a week growing up, and they would always take me with them, and I would play, because they're in the state of Maryland, there was no law saying that kids couldn't play bingo. There wasn't. So I was allowed to, and it was so much fun. I was calling the numbers by the time I was 10 years old.
I've been to bingo. It's okay. It's slow for me.
I love it. It's highly
I have
competitive. It's too competitive for some people. I understand that. No,
Getting into fights.
Oh yeah. Oh, big time. They used to have all night bingo. And let me tell you what, when those old ladies start getting tired, they get mean. Yeah, absolutely. Don't you cut that line to get the peel offs.
The cards.
Yeah, all hell's gonna break loose. So
They come in with their own stampers and their whole kit. Yeah.
I have a bingo bag. Yeah. Anyway, so bingo is a safe bet for me. Not so much the casino, but back to places. A ton of really cool places that I think a lot of people who aren't from here and maybe have never been here really have to check out. And that's the great thing about this is this will likely have a lot of people come here who otherwise wouldn't, right? Because there's this will draw a crowd that maybe doesn't want to fly. People don't like flying, especially now with, recently having all of these different incidents, with airplanes and stuff. I feel like a lot of people are really a lot more anxious and quite frankly scared to fly. So people could take advantage of this and come and see this area and check all of this cool stuff out without having to jump on an airplane. And you're seeing a lot and you're doing a lot, and it's really cool.
I think it's going to be great for the local tourism industry.
Yes.
For sure. Because some people wouldn't think of Buffalo as any type of destination to go to. But, if this is one of the stops on the cruise ship, that's all inclusive. And like you said, it's like a weekend getaway without having to hop on a plane, which is something we're going to talk about next episode. But thank you so much for joining us today.
I know. Thank you.
For Straight from the Streets. Look for Rob and I in a neighborhood near you.
Oh, we coming.
And also look for that cruise ship port that's coming 2027.
2027.
Even when there's cruise ships not coming in and out, it will be open to the public. So I'm excited to see what's there.
All righty. Thank you, guys.
Bye.